If you look across my channel, you see that I haven't made many guides on how to play the tank heroes in the game, and that's simply because I don't play tank a whole bunch. It's not really my role, I much prefer DPS and support. But with the recent changes to Roadhog, I might seriously reconsider this because he's genuinely a decent pick now. Don't get me wrong, he was never a terrible pick in the first place. It's just that there were tanks that were better picks than him most of the time before the rework. But now he's strong, and I mean like super strong. It's stupid. He can now one-tap hook melee with ease again like he could a few seasons ago. That's how strong he is now. It's kinda baffling. I'll break down the changes properly in a minute, but first I'm going to ask you to subscribe and leave a like on this video, as I want to continue making Overwatch 2 related content that's not only entertaining, but educational too. It's kit breakdown time in a non-guide video? That's blasphemous, quite frankly. I'm just messing. You guys need to know what's changed about his kit because that's the whole thing with the rework. It's a revamp of his old kit with a few new things. His secondary fire on his gun has been removed and instead the two firing modes have been combined, making him deal much more damage. What replaced right click then, you may be wondering? Well, Take a Breather is now a resource and is slotted where secondary fire was. It acts kind of like Moira's heal beam where it has to charge up before use, but you can use a little bit at a time to keep your health stable. It no longer gives you healing amplification after use, but you really don't need it in all honesty. Hook has stayed the same, literally nothing changed with that. That's all fine. We did, however, get a new ability slotted where Take a Breather was, and this is called Pigpen. Pigpen is a trap that slows and damages enemies that are stood in it. It deals 60 damage base when triggered, and then an extra 30 damage per second if the enemy stays in the trap. It also slows your enemies by 40% and lasts for 3 seconds, so overall it's a pretty strong piece of equipment. If there's a Mei on your team, you can slow up to 80%. It stacks. We tested. Whole Hog received 0 changes too. That's still the same old ult as it was before. Now, with the changes to his gun, his TTK has completely skyrocketed. If you don't know what TTK stands for, it's time to kill. It basically means how fast you're able to kill somebody else. Each shot does 160 damage if all pellets hit a target, so he can practically 2-tap tanks. Remember how a few seasons ago he was the meta because one-tap hook melee was a thing? Well, it's back, and it's thriving. It never left, admittedly, but now it's super easy to do like it was a few seasons ago. It's no biggie really, surely Blizzard will nerf it, right? Right? But that's about it for the Roadhog rework. Overall, it's super good. Roadhog is now actually a viable choice of tank, and isn't just there to sit and look pretty anymore. Well, as pretty as he can look, I know it's a bit difficult. He can secure kills super easily, and the addition of Pigpen is very welcome. It's crazy how much damage this does. It allows you to kill not just squishies, but tanks with ease. If you haven't tried him out yet, you really should. He's super fun to play now, even if you're like me and don't enjoy tank as much as the other roles. He feels like a third DPS more than a tank, a bit like Doomfist. It's weird, but it's fun. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Once again, I'm going to ask you to like this video as it lets me know that you find these videos not only to be helpful, but entertaining. Leave a comment below telling me how you feel about these changes. Do you think they're good, and that he feels great now? Or do you think that he feels way too strong and didn't really need a rework? I'd be interested to know. Finally, have a nice day or night if you're watching this at night, and make sure to check out my other videos. Not only will I appreciate it, but you might too.